by unanimous decision. And new BKFC World Welterweight Champion, Dustin, the Disciple.
Welcome, my friends, to another exciting edition of Our Bleepin' City. I'm your host, Mikey Two Guns. Fight fans, I am fired up for this one. Joining me today is the brand new BKFC Welterweight Champion of the world. A man who just 2 weeks ago came through an absolute war on top. It was a thrilling, hard-fought, unanimous decision that went into overtime against one of the toughest SOBs in the business. My guest today didn't just win a title, he delivered one of the most inspiring performances we've seen in a long time. I know I was inspired. It gave me goosebumps. Through adversity, overtime, and sheer will, this man showed exactly what it means to be a champion in this sport. He lit up the crowd, earned the respect of fans everywhere, and inspired a lot of people at home. I'm honored, so honored, to welcome to the show the new champion of the world, Dustin Pague. Dustin, welcome to the show, my man. Thanks for coming on.
What's up, Mikey? Thanks for having me, man. It's an honor to be here. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Has it sunk in yet? Hearing the champ, has that totally hit you yet?
Dude, it's like each day it gets a little bit more real than the day before, but it's still kind of surreal to me, man. I'll be out at like Target or something, and people run up, and be like, "Oh my gosh, can I get a picture with you, Dustin?" So, dude, it's such an honor, man. It's a dream come true for me, and I'm living it up, man.
Yeah, you've been at it for 20 years. You've been through so much. You've been through UFC, Ultimate Fighter. I'm sure. You just going back to your youth, you were doing combat stuff. It's to now finally get to that moment. Did it make it that much more special?
Absolutely, man. When you invest so much time and effort, and not just myself, but everything I've put my wife through, my kids, all my friends and family. It's just been like it's a village that's been a part of this, man. It's not just me. And obviously, I truly believe God has placed the right people in my life. He's guided my footsteps. It's just a long journey, man. And to finally say that I'm a world champion, it just truly means the world to me. And the long road definitely makes the prize sweeter, for sure.
Yeah, they can never take that piece of hardware right there next to you away from you now that you've earned that.
That's right, man.
So I want to talk about this fight, which was just an absolute war. It was bloody. It had everything, drama. And I'll have to throw up a graphic of you after the fight. You're looking really good today compared to that fight, because it was as bare knuckle is. There's going to be a lot of cuts, a lot of bruises. It's nature of the game. So first off, the fight itself against a tough guy, Julian, who's fought a lot of people. Did the fight go down as you expected? Was there anything in the fight that surprised you? What were your thoughts? What are your thoughts after the fight on how everything went?
Yeah, it kind of actually went opposite of what I thought, based on Julian's previous fights. And, I'm a fan of Julian. I always enjoyed watching him fight. He's a great fighter. Yeah. A tough dude. He usually comes out pretty strong in the early rounds and then kind of gasses out a little bit and kind of wears off in the end. It was almost opposite of that.
Right.
I think rounds 1 and 2 were pretty decisive for me because of me knocking him down early, which I think kind of switched his game plan, so he kind of eased into things.
Yeah.
That was a bit of a shocker for me. I thought he'd be more aggressive in the early rounds, but he kind of was a little timid and kind of forced me to push the action a bit. So that was definitely a surprise on my side.
Were you surprised when it was, I think, only 30 seconds in the fight, and you landed a really clean, I think was left hook or that got him clean, put him down. Were you surprised that you were able to floor him so quickly?
Not really, man. I mean, I know I have power in my punches. It's just about aligning that, precision shot. I believe I can put anybody down. Yeah, it was just a nice sneaky shot. It was actually a shovel uppercut, right hand to disguise that. And then I kind of dipped, waited for his hands to lower, and then snuck in that left hook that caught him off guard. But yeah, that's one of the combos I really like throwing. I think it's effective, and obviously it worked on Julian. But yeah, not really surprised that I put him down. I feel I have the power to put anybody down.
Sure.
A matter of, landing that shot, man.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's, I wasn't surprised that you put him down. Just he's so tough for that to happen so quick. It was like, wow, like Dustin brought it today. Like, this is going to be, you knew right away that was going to be a banger. How important was that for you to get out and land that shot and set the tone right away? Because that kind of dictated a lot of the fight, because that put him now on, he's now got to play catch up the whole fight. And I mean, he did his best to get back in the fight, but how important was that to really land, to strike first?
Yeah, 100%, man. I mean, to start off a championship fight with a 10-8 round in my favor is huge. Obviously, it kind of took a little burden off my shoulders just to have that edge that early in the fight. But then again, you have that in your head, like, okay, don't get cocky, don't get sloppy. You got to stay sharp. So obviously it was a good feeling, but I definitely kept reminding myself that, this is a grind. It's nowhere close to being over. So I kept a good head on my shoulders throughout the fight.
Is that hard to, when you do have early success with a punch like that, how hard is it not to let your emotions take over and want to go in for the kill and perhaps punch yourself out or set yourself up to get hit? Or on the flip side too, how hard is it not to relax? Like, I got this guy piece of cake. How tough is it to keep that focus right away when it happens right off the bat?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the knockdown itself. I like to analyze my opponents as the fight's going on, and I could tell that Julian, that was a flash knockout. He recovered really fast. He popped up right away. I don't feel like he took too much damage from that knockdown. So I knew I didn't want to rush in because I knew he was kind of back on his feet and ready to rock. And then on the flip side, I didn't want to go too soft and, risk, getting that 10-8 round taken away from me by being too inactive. So it's kind of just like a chess match, man. You kind of analyze things as you go. I think I played it out well. I was still the aggressor in round one, but also not too much to get caught.
What was your corner saying to you after that first round?
They were saying, beautiful round, man. Let's do it again. So the game plan with him was kind of the stick and move game and not get into a brawl, which, I think end of 3 and round 4, I kind of went against that. But that was the plan with Julian, just because he's a dog and a scrapper, and I didn't want to get sucked into that game because I'm pretty successful with sticking and moving. So for the most part, I think we did a good job of following the game plan.
Yeah, it was just a really impressive game plan, and the way you came out, you were executing with crisp punches, you were landing, you built that lead. I want to talk about the adversity that then came. 4th round, he landed some good shots, but I think one of the differences too that got you the victory is you didn't take a knee and you didn't go down and give up that extra point for the knockdown. Were you thinking that, like, hey, I'm okay, let me just weather the storm, stay on my feet? Was it instinct? What was going through your head when the adversity came?
Absolutely, man. I knew it was a close fight, and I said in the interviews and leading up to the fight that he was going to have to kill me to stop me from, taking that belt from him, and that was in my mind the whole time. I was just praying that God gave me the strength. Honestly, during that 4th round when he rushed me, I didn't feel any pain. I didn't feel like dazed or out on my feet in any way. Obviously, I know it was taking a lot of damage because I felt the blood all over me. But it's really, if you rewatch the fight coming out into the start of the 4th, like this was fine. I took a lot of my my lacerations, my jaw issue, it was all because of that fourth round. But I felt great, man. I tell everyone I can take a licking and keep on ticking. And that was huge. You know, not taking the knee or getting knocked down was, I think, a huge turning point in that fight, because it could have been a different ball game for sure if I went down that round.
Yeah, I think too. I know Julian now after the fight said, "Oh, look at me, look at him, like I won." And I think a lot of fight fans that aren't as, that don't watch it all the time, don't realize that there's other factors involved too. People, 100%. A lot of fighters are more susceptible to cuts. They were damaged differently. It's, what doesn't necessarily a cut or a big bruise does not necessarily tell the story of a fight. But that being said, your heart and your ability to take a punch is, another part of your game, which it shows why you are now the very top. You're the champ, and I think that's what separates the contenders from the champ is you. You've got the mental game down pat, physical game, and you have the thing that they can't teach. You have that heart. So
thank you.
So some of the actually I want to actually talk about the last part of the fight. So the fight ends. Everyone knows it's going to be a razor close decision.
Yeah.
What were you thinking after the fifth round? Did you think you had it? I'm sure you thought you won.
Yeah.
But knowing how judges are, were you? What were you thinking? Were you mentally preparing for a sixth round there?
Yeah, I kind of figured it was going to the sixth. My cornerman said they believed I won it, but when you're fighting the champ, if it's close in any way, it's probably going to go. So they were telling me like, hey, be ready for a sixth, man. Get your breath and get ready to do some work, because this fight ain't over. After rewatching it, I think I won rounds 1, 2, and 5.
Yeah.
But it's the fight game, man. That's why they tell us do not leave it go to the judges, because everybody has an opinion,
right.
Which I respect, man. And then watching that sixth round, I truly believe I won it, and I truly believe that when I put him out on his feet in the last 5 seconds of that sixth round, really swayed the judges for sure. Because even the sixth round was close. I mean, we were kind of back and forth. But putting him out on his feet in those final seconds, I think, sealed the deal for me for sure.
That last shot was, as clean of a punch you could have landed, and it happened right at the end. That for me, that put the stamp on the win. There was no question when you landed that. Do you feel if the fight had gone 10, 15 more seconds, you potentially would have put him out?
I think so, man. It's funny because when you rewatch it in the slow motion, that right hand that catches and he kind of goes out on his feet. I just missed with that left hook. And most fighters know when you're out on your feet like that, a strong wind can blow you over. So I feel if I would have landed that left hook or a clean shot after that, I think he would have been out.
Could you
maybe not unconscious, but definitely off his feet?
Absolutely. Could you hear the crowd? The crowd was electric. Could you hear when you're in a fight like that? Does that add extra juice and that fire you up even more?
Oh, 100%, man. And when I called him with that last punch in the sixth, like everyone went nuts. I'm like, oh, he's hurt. So I tried to get a few more punches in before the bell rang, but it was crazy experience, brother.
So from the time the fight ended to the time they announced the decision, was that like the longest 5 or however many minutes like in your life waiting for that decision?
Oh, 100%, man. It's like, come on, dude. What is going on here? Let's get this going. But but I try to just soak up every moment. Like my wife's she's a huge reminder, like to me, like even the stuff that's not enjoyable leading up to these fights, like cutting weight and all that. Yeah. She's like, just be in the moment, enjoy every second of it, because when it's over, it's gone.
Right.
So I try to soak up every second of that, man. Just the noise, the people cheering for me, and just hugging my bros. Like I just soaked it all in, man, and it was incredible.
Yeah, it's but you know what? Shout out to your wife. We know it's her birthday today.
Yes,
Shout
it
out
was
to
actually
her.
yesterday. Yeah.
Oh, yesterday, right.
Yeah, she's celebrating today with her friends.
It's the birthday weekend. I mean, the
Yeah,
whole
man.
weekend's the birthday, man. Shout out to her because she's,
Thank
you
you.
know, they say behind every good man is a strong woman. So she's
Oh, yeah.
obviously taking good care of you and feeding you right, and you know, your headspace is at a good spot. Shout out to your wife. Yeah, I
Yes,
just
thank
talked
you.
to your daughter. I could see the pride in her eyes, bringing you that belt. What does that mean to you? Now, obviously, it's so gratifying for yourself from all you put in,
Yeah.
but all the people around you, people, fighters, you know, the fans out don't always see all the sacrifice that goes into it, because it's not just you, it's your family, your kids,
Yeah.
your trainers, you know, your sponsors. What does this mean to you to do that for them, and what do your fans and your family mean to you?
Oh man, it's hard to put into words. And like I said at the beginning of this, it's like a village, you know, like my people, I could never do this alone, you know. My wife has been, I truly can't explain to people how great she's been to me in my career. We've been together since my second amateur fight. So she's been
Wow.
along for this
Whole
journey
way. Wow.
the entire time. Like she knows the ins and outs of the game. She knows what I need to be mentally prepared, to be physically prepared. And she has been an absolute rock star in my career. Like I know in my heart that I would not be where I am today without her. And you know, I used to get like compliments from other fighters because, you know, to be a fighter's wife, like you got to understand the game and you got to be 100% in. And she has been. Like my wife has said many times, like, your dreams, babe, are my dreams.
That's
like
awesome.
And if she didn't have that mindset, you know, I couldn't travel and train the way I do and move things around to accommodate. Like it's just incredible. I can't express how much she means to me, and my success is because of my supportive wife for sure. And then, yeah, my kids, man, like you saw me get emotional after the fight. Talking about my kids. They're my
Almost
world.
made me emotional.
Yeah, I would do anything for my family, and I mean that. I would die in a second for them. So to win that for them, and just to hear my kids get all excited and, you know, tell their friends like, oh, my dad's a world champion, like that just breaks my heart, you know, in a good way. Like, so yeah, man, they mean the world to me, and just all of my friends and family, my parents, my siblings, all my great close friends. This journey has been theirs as well, you know. Like they've all put some kind of sacrifice into this. So, you know, to claim this just as a win for myself is just foolish, because I mean, it was God and all the great people He put in my life.
Absolutely, it's a part of that belt is there. It belongs to them too.
Absolutely.
How did you first get into fighting, and when did you realize that you had something special?
It's funny, man. I loved fighting even at a young age. I would get into street fights and I'm like, wow, this is really fun. Like I have so many fun street fight stories I can share with you sometime.
We'll have to.
And it was never really beef with me. Like I would fight people like either for a friend that was had beef with somebody, or I'd show up to make sure like nobody's jumping in, and I'd end up be the one to fight. And it wasn't, I had a great upbringing. Like my parents are great parents, and you know, I just, something in me like enjoyed that type of combat. Like I just loved it, man. I look for reasons to fight people all the time.
It's that adrenaline. It's like it's another form of being an adrenaline junkie, because I'm the same way. Like I didn't come from a crazy broken home where I was, you know, abused. You know, because a lot of people come from really tough situations. But that some people just have it in them, where that the fighting is just in them. They need that excitement. They need that adrenaline. And I don't know. I don't think there's anything that can compare to fighting when it comes to that type of rush, right?
Yeah, there's nothing that compares to it. And it's like some guys have, like we talked about that, like broken home, or like some kind of trauma that causes them to just have that anger. I have no anger inside of me when I'm at these fights, man. It's complete joy. happiness. I don't have any hatred or malice towards my opponents. Like I respect my opponents. I'm humble and kind to them. But when that bell rings, it's like a different human comes out.
Sure.
It's just like, all right, it's go time.
Yeah, no, so. it's not personal. It's competition.
It's just a sport, man.
No, I think that's why so many fans. I mean, there have been the fans that have known you for a long time, but so many of the new fight fans, I think that the appeal to you is your authenticity, and it was pretty clear to me, just seeing how you conduct yourself, that you are just a real dude, a good dude, a straight up dude. You're not, that you can tell some of the fighters that are good people, and some that not so much.
They're a little out there,
Right. And it's a fight game, so you get it. It's all over the map. You get your psychos, you get your discipline, you get everything. But I really, it's really what fighting is all about. To see the respect that you and Julian showed after the fight. Just two warriors that really went at it, and seeing the better man won. With that being said, is this a fight that you think is going to happen? A rematch is going to happen?
I would enjoy it, man. It was an honor to fight Lane, and we just put on such a show. I think people would love to see it. I know he's begging for it.
Yes.
Obviously, it's not up to me. I'm gonna obviously have to fight whoever BKFC wants for me. Even though it would be a pleasure to fight Lane again, I know it may or may not happen, just because the 165 division, man, is stacked. I know I can list 4 or 5 guys that are chopping at the bit, that are ready and earning, or the right person for that opportunity. So who knows, man? We'll just see what Nate Shook, Dave Feldman kind of have eyes on for me. But whether it's Lane or the next top dog, I'll be ready for sure.
Talk about this sport, because this sport, I love all combat sports, boxing, UFC. Yeah. There's something about BKFC that has really stood out, and there's just something so appealing to a sport, that you get a lot of exciting knockouts. You don't have a lot of controversies. It's action. The UFC is great, but for maybe a casual fan, like some of the grappling and some of the slow, the things that to the casual, not as technically savvy fan, it can bore some people. Right. This sport appeals to everybody, and it's exciting. You got knockout. Most of the fights on a lot of the cards, you have knockouts or at least wars. Right? Is this sport the next? To me, right? My mind's made up. This is the next big thing. But can you see this now just being the next thing to take over?
Dude, I said it from the moment I signed my first contract with BKFC, that this is going to take over the combat world. Yeah. There's so many people jumping ship. Like, obviously, I fought with the UFC. I love the UFC. I love that part of my life. But if BKFC was around when I started fighting, dude, I'm telling you, I would have been on this train and rode it my whole career, just because there's nothing more like hardcore. There's nothing more exciting to watch. Like, obviously, UFC's a blast to watch, but there's moments in fights where if you're not a fight fan and you don't really understand the technical side of it and what's going on, like, it can get boring. And same with like grappling and boxing. There's dull moments. There's things that can happen in fights where you're just like, oh, come on, this fight sucks. But in BKFC, even the lower level fighters, the less talented fighters, the less action-packed fights are just still so exciting to watch, because there's two girls that are fist fighting, essentially. Like like bum fights back in the day, like just two people trying to rip each other's heads off with bare knuckle. Like, there's nothing more exciting than that, and nothing more entertaining to watch. So I just think, man, it's going to take over everything. And even people that aren't into fighting, they look at it and they're like, wow, that's exciting.
Yeah, it's funny. You mentioned the girl fights. You know, in boxing, you get a lot of decisions. You don't see a lot of knockouts.
Yeah.
You get to the BKFC, I mean, you see the Borga Faria fight.
Oh yeah.
Got noses rearranged. You know, like blood spattered everywhere. You got knockouts. You don't see that in the. I mean, for the most part, in the other sports,
it's rare, man.
Tells you, you know, this is a special sport.
Hey, there's the birthday queen, Mikey.
Oh, there. We got. Let's
come on, baby.
Bring her in. Bring her in. We got.
She said she's not entering. She didn't shower yet.
No. Well,
just give a good hey, babe.
Happy birthday to you. Congratulations, because you earned this belt just as much as this special man right here. From everything we just heard, the sacrifice you put in is second to none, and I think every guy would be lucky to have someone in their corner like you. So much respect to you.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. He's very easy to love. History.
He's. I mean, I want to go out and have a beer with him right now. Like,
Let's go, Mikey.
I could seriously, man. Like, man, you're just a cool down to earth dude.
Thank you, man.
You know, I'm so glad. You know, I'm pissed I wasn't able to make the last fight because I am here in Boston and the fight was in New England. But I'm glad the fight did happen here in New England because I want to see. Well, my next goal is to try to get as much publicity to get the BKFC to Boston because Boston is
that would be sold out.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You know, it's you're from Pennsylvania, so Philly, Pittsburgh, another very similar fan base. We would absolutely just blow the roof off of a card here. I mean, and to have a guy, if you fought it here, you'd have thousands and thousands of immediately new fans.
That's
Conor
awesome.
McGregor has fought in Boston. He's got an Irish population, so I'm kind of like pining for him to be like, let's play off that and get him in here, get all the Irish fans involved.
I think it will happen, man, for sure. It'll definitely happen.
How much longer do you want to fight for? I know you stay in great shape. You're at the top of your game. This sport seems like fighters can go longer into their careers. How much longer can you see yourself doing this?
Oh man, if we go by what I see myself doing, it's going to be 10 plus years. But you know, I'm gonna be realistic about it. I'm just gonna pray about it, talk with the wife, and just make sure everything makes sense. Obviously, I want to be healthy for my kids as they get older.
Sure.
So time will tell. I don't really have a specific age or date in mind right now. We'll see.
Go as long as you can, brother.
Yeah, absolutely. I still have that fire inside me. So as long as that thing's lit, I'm gonna keep scrapping.
How's your wife during the fights? Is she nervous wreck? Is she calm? Like how does she take it on?
She's a nervous wreck, but she's always at the fights, but she watches from our hotel room.
Okay,
by herself. She likes to be alone. She'll pour a glass of wine and just do her thing.
That's smart.
And that's good for both of us. One, I don't have to worry about her fighting somebody in the crowds. She would. And then I have that place where she is after the fights. I don't have to search for her or get lost in the crowds. I'm like, all right, babe, I'll meet you back in the hotel room after. We'll get showered up and we'll go out to dinner or whatever.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you had a chance to relax and enjoy yourself a little bit after this championship?
Not really, man. Not yet. We got 3 kiddos. They're always in something. True. Wrestling's going on. So we've been busy, but we're gonna take some time. Maybe go on like a little vacation here shortly. I'll be at Knuckle Mania next weekend.
I'm gonna try to get down there.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Let me know if you do. We'll meet up.
We will definitely have to link up. I would love to get you on the show live from the arena. That would be legendary, man. Dustin, I know how busy your day is. It was, I've been following you for 20 years, and to finally hear a new champion was something special for me too. Who's rooting for fighters like you. I appreciate, the time you've taken today. Anytime you want to promote a fight, you got a seat here on our Bleeping City. But yeah, thank you so much, man. I can't wait to see what's next. And hopefully we can link up down at Knucklemania, and I can buy you a beer. We can talk some more fighting.
That would be awesome, Mikey. Dude, it was such a pleasure talking with you, man. I appreciate your support, man, and love what you're doing. It was great talking with you, man.
Thank you, man.
We'll definitely hook up soon, man.
What's up, guys? Mikey Two Guns here. Thank you for watching today's video. Please consider liking and subscribing to the channel, hitting that notification button. It helps the channel grow, and it helps give these athletes more of the exposure that they deserve. Love you all.